Hello there, folks, and welcome. This is our Warpportal Weekly stream. People are still kind of scrambling around to get some compensation stuff, and we're getting newsletters sent out and getting things updated. But I thought, should at least get a little bit of live streaming in, and also get a chance to show off some of the work that our Section 9 development team has been doing. So,
St. Jude is leading the way. The world
we get chat added.
and defeats childhood cancer.
And families never receive a bill from St. Jude. Win sweet loot and help St. Jude save lives by playing games and spreading the word. Sign up today at playlive.stjude.org.
Play for more. The bragging rights.
It is very, very warm here in the office. I think we had a problem where our air conditioning was just not working, so that was a bit of a bummer. Very warm here in the office. There we go, and let's get that added. Our air conditioning was just not working, so that was a bit of a bummer. Now, Crispy Lays, I will have you know that this actually is a Hawaiian shirt. Go, and let's get that added. Not working, so that was a bit of a bummer. Now, Crispy Lays, I will have you know that this actually is that's a right one Hawaiian here. shirt. Let's get the chroma keyed, and there we go. Now, Crispy Lays, I will have you know that this actually is that's Hawaiian shirt. Get the chroma keyed, and yeah, this is actually, it's a little hard to see the pattern, but this is a Hawaiian cabana shirt. If you search eBay for Iolani, they'll have these shirts available. But this is a Hawaiian cabana shirt. Yeah. Let me make sure that this is muted. These shirts. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for that. Yeah, so we kind of had a catastrophic event just in the last couple of days. The switch that connects our router to the internet died. It's an extremely expensive part, so it's not something that you just have a backup for unless you're a pretty big company. So getting it replaced, apparently what really took the most time was that the connections on those things are pretty... It was described to us as like a snowflake, where the connections where the fiber would come in, on the units that we're looking at were not matching up with the ones that were actually at our data center. So yeah, that was not fun, being without internet, and especially because we knew that you guys were deprived of RO for a good long time, and that's something that we certainly don't want. So right here we are showing off. This is Section 9, of which we have Innovashiri here is going to be testing out a new plugin. It's right now what they have is no spam, which blocks out annoying spam messages from bots that you see in town and things like that. And it's very useful and configurable, and the newest edition is no less configurable. This one is called Kaleidoscope, and you can actually configure it so you can block out annoying skills. So right now I think I've got almost everything. Everything is off. It's set to do not show. Thank you, Soy Milk. Thank you for the host. And by the way, if you see me typing, I'm typing on the Razer Blackadder Stealth. Well, actually, not the Stealth. This is a regular one. It's a very clicky keyboard. I sold my old iPhone 4 for my new phone, and I used the money I got from selling the iPhone for this nifty gadget. Actually, quite nice. Not too expensive, and it's been pretty durable so far. And to go along with that, trying to play X-Wing Alliance maybe on this stream, and so I brought my Thrustmaster T-Flight. It is a very inexpensive, usually about $60 or less if you can find it on sale, HOTAS, or hands on throttle and stick. So you can control the throttle of a plane or a spaceship or something like that. It's got twist built in so you can control rudders. Alright, so I can see the auras right now. I think that's something that will eventually be something that will eventually be in, but Tabriki says, hello Oda, a party mate has not received the 3-day VIP compensation. Any basic troubleshooting? The VIP was awarded to anybody who logged in between the 22nd and the 30th. So it should mean that virtually anyone who's logged in recently. The only thing is, I know that the 7-day was already added, but the 3-day I think we were in the process of adding. So I'm not sure if those have gone in yet for everybody. So as you can see, there are a bunch of skills that Inubashiri is demonstrating here that are not displaying. Since Inubashiri is listening to this I'm going to set, I'm looking at the configuration file here. You can set it between, there are 3 settings that you can have. 0, you can set it to 0, which means don't show. That means that anybody who uses that particular skill, the effect will still happen. You know, monsters will die and all that kind of thing. But for WoW and for when you're just playing in the game, the effect will virtually, it'll still happen, but you won't see it. You can also set it to show, and so that's if, you know, right now if you do slash effects, you turn your effects off, you can't see anything. This one, you'll still be able to see the effect that you do, but that no one else can do. So actually, let's see, I got Sanctuary here. Okay, can still see that. Sanctuary may not be on the list to block out. Let's see. Colosio Heal. Probably not. Alright, let me get that. See if I can reinstall that. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is a mechanical keyboard. Let's see what I have. I don't think Rootwatch is blocked. Yeah, Warwick, this is a mechanical keyboard. This is the Razer Black Widow. Yeah, the Razer Black Widow. This is the tournament edition. I like this quite a bit because it is a little more portable. The tournament or the standard stealth edition is what I use as a keyboard here. It's I think I may actually like the slightly quieter mechanical keys a little better. But yeah, going from a standard, at home I used to use a wireless keyboard. But yeah, switching to mechanical is like night and day. I've switched from using a controller, a USB controller for a lot of open world games and stuff like that. So yeah, my hands are more carpal tunnel-y. As far as Cherry MX, I think Razer has started kind of manufacturing their own alternatives, so they can manufacture them a little bit more cheaply. As far as durability, they're supposed to be really good. At least that's what they said. So I'll have to. That's right. This episode of Warpportal Weekly, or Tiki Tuesday 2, I guess, is brought to you by the Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition. You know, the only drawbacks to this one is that because it is designed for tournaments, you know, you don't get any of the macro keys, although I don't tend to use those all that much myself. And, you know, it doesn't have the 10 key on the right-hand side, so, you know, you're not going to be doing a lot of math on this thing, but it's nice. Yeah, as Zoe said, the Ultimate is definitely better. It is a little more expensive. This is pretty much what I could afford with the rebate, or with the money with the Amazon gift card I got from selling my iPhone. So yeah, you know, Bashir, if you can, yeah, let's see what Magnetic Earth looks like. Okay, so that is Magnetic Earth. Magnetic Earth, so let's set that so that I can see that from everybody. So once you save the file, it's like the no spam. You can actually reload the settings by pressing Shift Delete. So why don't you try that again, Inu? Okay, so now you can see magnetic Earth in its entirety. So yeah, if you find it annoying, if you see it in town, or you don't want to see it, you can toggle it on and off for other players. Without having to do the full slash effect, which would disable everything. So you can still see your own, you can still see everybody's, and you can configure it around all kinds of different ways. Well, also, the other reason why I didn't get a standard or an ultimate for home is usually I play kind of sitting on a chair, like a recliner, so I'm not at a desk. Using a TV as a monitor and sort of sitting back. That's why I use a trackball on the right arm, and just on the lap is where I had the keyboard. So that's probably why the carpal tunnel's happening. But yeah, that's why I wanted to get a smaller unit. The nice thing about this is I can also take it to work for these kind of streams, so you guys can hear the clickety clack. The standard edition, because it has a USB and headphone and microphone jacks built into the keyboard, which are really nice. It also means that the cord's a lot bigger, and you definitely have to plug it into the back of the unit, which is, I wanted something that was a little bit more portable for this one. If you lost items due to server restart, you can send in a ticket, but it's not something I can guarantee that we can do a restore for. Thank you, Wizard, for hosting. Walao Sir says, how and where can I download that kind of setup? If you mean this tool, it's something that is being worked on. It should be able to release soon, but I'll have to talk to Bashir for that. I think the Section 9 team was also working on getting like a aura, either an aura change or aura disable. So if you're not a big fan of level 175 auras, you can definitely get that turned off. But I'll have to ask about what the status of it is. So let me turn off the magnetic Earth, get that reloaded. Nice. Okay, so auras are in. So all right, so now I no longer see magnetic Earth. Let's make sure that we have all the all the auras turned on, and let's try reloading that. Might not have any. Okay, Gloria. Let me turn Gloria on. Okay, now I see it. So I think I should have auras on right now. So let me go walk where there will be a large concentration of people. Yeah, I have a little party here. Cool. Getting a Luophile's hotkey here. Interesting. Let's see. Auras. I should be seeing them. I guess maybe nobody's got the 175? That seems odd. No, effects are on. Simplified aura is off. Somebody's got to have an aura. Otherwise, it means that I'm just not seeing them on this client, which is definitely possible. VastDem, you may need to reinstall your client. Oh, but let me head back. So yeah, it looks like it actually can disable the auras. So yeah, if you have a level 160, 175, if you have a level 99 aura, yeah, you should come on down. Who ordered the wrong part? Our ISP was the one. Well, let's not get into that. Yeah, definitely not fun to find out. Like, hey, you know, your fiber connection is different from what we want to hook up. So great. Some Stoner, check on our forums. I'm pretty sure we do have a thread about that. But see if this thing is gonna work. Yeah, if your character gets stuck, you please, you know, get in contact with us via the ticket tool. Yeah, I definitely hope this works.
Great news. Looks like your dad is going to give us a shot at flying.
Are you guys able to hear any of the game audio? For copyright reasons, I may have to mute the audio on the music here.
So after all, Aaron is going to test this out. So
You've spent enough time playing simulator games that Dad is convinced it's time to put you to work. He asked me to take you on a...
you will fly the Sapphire, one of our family's mother.
Let's see if this works, because I have not had a chance to configure this. Okay,
I'll take the one
alright.
on the right, and you take the one on the left.
We're...
Press T to target the first cargo canister.
Oh, geez, no,
Down to a crawl
no.
and coming above it. Initiate automatic pickup. Shift P. When you are within point two click.
Okay, I just have to not destroy it. Oh, geez. Okay, slow down, slow down. So, right now I am flying in a stylish YT-1300 transport, the same kind that Han Solo and Chewbacca have, from a movie that you probably have never heard about. It's called Star something or other. Oh. Alright, so we're going to pick it up, Shift P. Kind of the issue with trying to play this game on a controller so hopefully there's no sound.
Great. Now target the nav.
Hopefully there's
Head
no
toward it. Once you're
music
within
coming
0.5
from there,
clicks
so we
of
don't
the
get
buoy,
sued
we can make the jump.
by the mouse,
Your friend Olin
or at
hasn't
least
been
get the
around
audio muted,
lately.
which would be kind of a bummer.
Why?
I didn't want to
honestly.
say, but he's joined the
So
rebellion
once
as a
we
pilot.
Really?
get a little bit
Wow.
closer
We
to
should do that. I bet one of us could be the next Luke Skywalker.
Who?
You know, the guy in the bootleg Holo
This is kind of a cool
shirt.
game because
The guy
it's
who got the
highly-
Death Star in Yavin.
Well, I hate to rain on your parade, MK, but I don't think the Alliance is accepting droids as pilots.
this game is highly scripted.
Hit the spacebar to initiate
Which-
the hyperdrive.
Kind of sucks when you fail on the second part of a mission and you have to resume from the very
Here we are
start.
at Harlequin Station. Let's deliver the supplies.
Hello, Azamin Transports. Thanks for the quick service. Please deliver the cargo canisters to the docking
The
platform.
spooky machine is on the second floor of the Eden
Watch
Group.
when Zeno drops her canister, then do the same. For delivery, you must engage the auto-docking procedure. Approach to within one
The
click of
Frontier
the seat.
music does not
Press
fit.
Shift D.
Now drop XI-1 next to XI-2, and we'll get what we came for.
So So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can kind of look into, look around a little bit with the.
Incoming vessels are on an attack vector.
It looks like these newcomers mean trouble.
System patrol craft Cord is abandoning us. They must have been bought off. Azimuth Transport, we request your assistance.
Harlequin Station, what can we do?
These Baraxo have been threatening us for a while. I didn't think they had the guts to try something like this. I am
This
sure they
alien's
were not
voice is
expecting a
nuts.
fight. If you move to intercept, they'll probably back off.
They have activated their weapon targeting systems.
I'm not sure we should get involved.
I say we fight. We can run rings around any Varaxo pilot.
Dad's been trying to reach an understanding with the Varaxo.
Someone needs to tell the Varaxo then. They are attacking us.
All right, I'm convinced. Let's teach them some manners.
What do you Azamine fools think you're doing? This is a private matter you do well to stay out of.
Hey, Ace! Attacking craft, dead ahead! Well, we're involved now. I'd back off if I were you.
You won't get away with this. We'll be back.
You shot at us like 3 times and we're going to leave now.
Don't let us catch you around here again.
Okay, well, I think I scared him off. The neat thing about this game, and the thing that everybody remembers from it, is that it's all about rebalancing your shields, lasers, and engines. And let's see where you can see that. Yeah, so it'll kind of show you where your power is distributed, and there's sort of only so much to go around. Oh, okay, I guess I do need to shoot at him. So yeah, if you want all the cool Star Wars noises, X-Wing Alliance is a good game, but like a lot of these, it is very, very difficult.
Ease up, Ace. Let them go. I think they got the message.
Looks like we have them on the run. We are victorious.
Yeah, Crispy Lays says, did you hear about the battle pods Namco's making for Star Wars?
Let's just get home
Yeah,
safely and
it is
report this to Uncle
pretty
Anton.
cool. I don't think they have any of these in
We owe you a very big favor.
Los Angeles yet, but I think San Francisco may be having
We
some.
must go get them.
Or New York, 2 of the really big cities. Kimikora, will you guys be fixing the experience bonus on the Chaos since it's supposed to be 150% extra? Everybody should have the plus 50%. If you have VIP, it's plus 50%. If you have non-VIP, it's...
I've got the coolant.
Alright, let's redirect the cannon into the engines. Master Philippe, we had a major issue with the hardware that connects our stuff to the internet. Destructune, if you're still having a disconnection error, we're working on fixing it, but we're waiting for a tool from Korea that will allow us to see into a character's inventory. If a character's bugged, we can't really look at its inventory, and so that's why we actually had to delete a lot of inventory from players before Thor launched, unfortunately. So disconnection errors are unfortunately still going to be in place until we can get that fixed. Otherwise, we would have to do additional wipes on characters, which is not something that we really want to do. Oops. Chi 2, Pi 3. If the tool works, I'm not sure if it can help us to restore what was lost from the wiped items. We'll have to see. That's not something that I'm sure that would be possible. But we will certainly try.
We have the fuel cells.
Target the nav buoy and let's head home. So long, Harlequin Station.
But yeah, the battle pods sound pretty interesting. When you have things like Elite Dangerous and eventually Star Citizen, you're going to have a really good reason for people to have a arcade experience when you can get something as good, if not better, at home. You know, especially now that people are getting things like the Oculus Rift and other VR that is good, if not better, than a lot of commercial VR experiences. I'm sorry if me playing this game is causing you distress.
Good work. You're clearly ready to conduct transport operations.
Oh, double audio. That's cool. But, I mean, part of the show is we're not just going to be playing Warpportal games, of course. Some weeks we're going to have interviews, some weeks we're going to be just playing our games, and some weeks we'll be playing games that are topical to what's going on in nerd and geek culture on the whole. This one is not the Millennium Falcon. This one is a similar model. As you can see, it does not have the sensor or the communications sensor dish on the upper part here.
Well done. I think Dad will have to agree you're ready to go to work.
Nope, that's...
That mix-up with the Varaxo was an unpleasant surprise, and a reminder that you have to be prepared to fight.
That is a cool gift you were given in the last mission.
Yeah, this Star Wars music is gonna get the stream muted. Come on. I guess maybe that can't be changed. Yeah, I'd say basically consider this one a bonus stream. As you can see, Merida's not here. Everybody else is doing other things. So you've got me, and that's who you have.
All right, Ace. Thanks for that little...
We will fly the Sabra again, with yours truly as pilot, and you occupying the gun turret. Iman will be flying the Andrasta, his personally customized Kuat system.
Cerebrum09 says, "Oh, is it true that the character that already uses a free reset during the last Christmas can't use a free reset from the Mesmerist anymore this time?" Not from the limited amount of time we had to get it up this week. We couldn't just do the wipe all the variables, because otherwise people could do it an infinite amount of time. So it'll probably be this next week when we kind of reset that a little bit. Whoops. Well, hopefully that's saved. So Milk 122 says, "Do you like the Star Wars prequels, Oda? Episode 3 is my all-time favorite." The prequels had a lot of issues. I mean, part of it is that it removes a lot of the tension because you know what's going to happen to the characters involved. Like, you know that Anakin's going to become Darth Vader. You know that Obi-Wan's going to live. So you don't have that, could these guys die? You know, if you sat in to watch Empire Strikes Back, first time back in 1980, you know, there's no way that you would have anticipated seeing Han Solo supposedly sent to his death at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. I think episode 3 is probably the best out of those, but I definitely prefer the original trilogy. I love all the expanded universe stuff, especially like the Heir to the Empire series. The Timothy Zahn books are a lot of fun. But yeah, overall not a huge fan of the prequels. I wonder how it feels like to be a Star Wars fan. It's like anything else. Growing up, the time I did was actually a pretty good time to be a Star Wars fan because sort of like growing up, starting in the late 80s, early 90s, there was very little Star Wars around. It was mostly fan-driven at that point. It was kind of like older cousins, older siblings, and our parents who remembers that. So it's pretty much, aside from just kind of like it being around and us remembering that is a really cool thing, it was sort of like the rise of home video, where it's kind of like, hey, you know, Star Wars, you can actually see it. And it's like, well, there's no toys anymore. And so once you started getting to the mid to late 90s, they started the resurrection of the toys, the resurrection of the special editions, the remastered editions, and then getting ready for the announcement that the prequels were coming. So it was a very exciting time. You know, most of the people I know, we got to see the prequels in theaters. A little disappointing, to be fair. But I think younger people in general seem to like the prequels a little more than us crusty oldsters. But I don't know. It's very interesting because you sort of had Star Wars as a whole has been increasing in the public consciousness, kind of going mainstream in a way that I think even Star Trek has not. But the quality of it is, especially in the period where you just had the books or you just had the prequels, it's not like Star Trek where you have new episodes every week, so you have good ones, you have bad ones. It's that when you only have 6 movies and a few books. Zoe asked Oda, serious question, which would win in a fight, the Defiant or the Millennium Falcon? The Defiant. The Defiant was designed to fight the Borg and destroy the Borg, so I'm pretty sure that the Millennium Falcon would not be able to win against a Borg. So it's a wonderful ship, but I don't think it is not a dedicated warship, so I think that is why it would not win. Warmin's Fuzzy Kitten says, I enjoyed the idea of pod racing. I think that was actually one of the better done parts of the of episode 1. George Lucas clearly loves drag racing. You could see it in American Graffiti. So, I think that part was pretty exciting. It went on a little long. But it was kind of like a weird speed racer sequence in the middle of this Star Wars thing. Walauser says, question again, who will win, Pacquiao or Mayweather? I don't know. I mean, Pacquiao is supported by Butterfingers, so I don't know who's sponsoring Mayweather, but unless it's like Slim Jims or something like that, I gotta go with Manny. I mean, if you ask me who did I want to win for WrestleMania, that is something that I could definitely tell you. You think Worf can outsmart Han Solo, though? Well, I'm thinking if Cisco was captaining, I'm not talking about your first contact Defiant. I'm talking about the Defiant in Deep Space Nine. Right, Millennium Falcon is probably better at escaping, not fighting. Vastium, are you having a problem with the Steam version of the client? We'll have to check that out, but in the meantime, you might want to try downloading from Warpportal. Vastium, why don't you send me a link through the PMs on the forums? Once the stream ends, I'm going to be doing things like sending out a newsletter about what kind of compensation events we have going on. If for some reason it looks like you're not getting the VIP or you're not seeing effects from the stuff, send in a ticket and we can check that out. Yeah, you know what? If you're getting that error, that's not an official board. We don't support that. I like that image, Zoe. Yeah, are you sure you're not playing on a private server there? If you're trying to use files from a P server to patch our game, it probably won't work because they're on different engines. If somebody linked you to that, that might not help. But yeah, if you've downloaded it from Steam, yeah, message me on the forums with yeah, if somebody gave you that link, VastDM, you know, the link that you posted is from a private server website, so that might not help you out there. But yeah, if you have the version from Steam, we can help take a look at that. Okay, it is 6 o'clock, and I'm off the clock. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for joining us on this little bit more Soy Milk 122 says, by the way, Oda, college classes ended this week, so I should be able to record some classic videos next week. I'll PM you them sometime next week. Excellent. Okay, you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for bearing with us during the downtime. That was not a lot of fun, but you know, glad to have it back up for you guys, especially before the weekend. So until then, Zoe says, "Hey Oda, what kind of APM do you have with your awesome keyboard?" I mean, like a million actions per second, basically. But yeah, the Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition, highly recommended. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you all have a wonderful weekend. And we'll be streaming Tiki Tuesday, Warpportal Weekly more normally next week. You know, finally get some classic stuff going. Start getting some of the projects that we've been trying to work on that we were not able to work on this last couple weeks as well as working on getting some more fixes in for players from the Philippines who are on Thor with migrated accounts. So yeah, keep an eye on our forums for information. So yeah. Zoe's already thinking up some insults for me for the stream next Tuesday. So, okay, you'll have that to look forward to. And until then, I'm Siamoda, and thank you for watching Warpportal Weekly. And there we go.